Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm stuck down here too, bro. I don't know, I'll let you on your way. You'll find your way out, trust me. So, how's it going? Man, like, I haven't posted a video, I haven't been on YouTube for a while. And I was surprised that my YouTube videos are still going strong. Like, I still get a lot of new subscribers and a lot of new viewers, and I haven't really been pushing my channel at all, and it's pretty cool actually. So I'm going to, you know, like I always say this, like I always say that I'm going to make more videos, and it never really happens, and that's because I've been I'm trying not to say I've been busy anymore. The reason why is because there's no such thing as being busy. There's only priorities. So if you think about somebody who tells you that they don't have time to do something, it just means that they don't have any time for you. Like, you don't matter in their list of priorities, or you're lower on their list of priorities than whatever they're dealing with. They have a different value at the moment. Something is more important to them than you are, and that sometimes is a really hard thing to deal with. But like for me, honestly, like, I've been working really hard, and I've been doing other things that are more important to my career, so I haven't been making videos. So I definitely have not had time to make videos. Anyway, I'm going to think of a new series. I don't know how you guys really, I don't know how long my Minecraft series can go. I like playing Minecraft. I like just talking to you guys. But I know that Minecraft, I know that I can do something that's a lot more fun, something that I can share, and something that will probably motivate me more to put more priority and give me more value to make more time for my YouTube videos. There you go. So I won't say that I don't have time, because I will. If I make something that I believe is fun and that I put higher on my priority list, I will definitely make more videos. I just have to think of a series. I do want to get back into making music, so I will be making music. I've just got pretty much freed up as far as like I got a new job, so I don't need to, I can stop doing so much. I can stop reaching out for so much work on my own, and just work at this steady place. So I found a steady place to work that will allow me to have free time, which is crazy, because I always have this idea that, like, if I get complacent with my life, then that means I believe that I'm no longer a prisoner, and that's not good, because we're all prisoners. No matter how much we believe that we're free, we're not. Life is just a constant struggle to be free, and it will always be that way. And the people who have experienced extreme life roots, or people who've grown up in really bad situations, always have a more realistic view on life, because they've had to fight for everything that they have, and because they have had to do that, it's almost like they've been trained and then they get released to a world full of people who don't have that training, and all of a sudden they can become rich, and they can become pretty much whatever they want. I am training myself. I did grow up in a really bad area, and I did grow up with all those in a really bad situation, but at an early age I left all that, and I've always fought, and I've always paid my way out of things. Not paid my way, but I've always paid my dues. I've always worked hard, and I don't think there's ever a time when I really didn't have a job. I've always either been self-employed or I've been employed. And even now I get a lot of people who send me work, even though I have a place that I feel like I can work at and not have to worry so much. And this place is fantastic. I mean, it is literally, I feel like I'm so blessed right now. But anyway, what that means to you guys is that I'll be making more videos, and I'll be happier, and I won't be struggling so much to not make videos. But in the meantime, I need to figure out a series or something that'll motivate me to make more videos. And I won't say that I don't have any more time for you, because I will. And it'll be higher on my priority list, and I'll have a lot more fun doing it. There was this girl, and the reason why I bring up like priorities and stuff, but there was this girl that I was dating, and recently, and I let her go because she I just felt like she didn't have, like, I wasn't high on her priority list. And for me, like, I'm not looking to find anyone to marry anytime soon, even though I'm getting pretty old. But I don't feel like I want to. I don't feel like I even ever really want to get married. I feel like getting married is trapping. It's almost like plucking a feather. I mean, not a feather, but a flower from the ground and holding it tight until it dies. That's what I imagine marriage is like. In the sense that, like, in the way that it feels to trap somebody, unless like both people, I don't know, there's a circumstance where maybe marriage feels right if it's the right person, and this person is exactly the right frequency for you, then maybe it's right. But it's that it almost sounds like a fantasy, like it almost sounds like there's no way that could exist, but it, you know, obviously it does, because my parents have been together for like 20 some odd years, and it's kind of ridiculous thinking about that. And I don't know if that'll ever really happen, but I don't count on it. But it's not like I'm being negative about it, because I'm just being realistic about it from how I feel and how I've grown up and stuff like that. So I say that, but then again, my parents have been together for so long, and I don't know anyone who's been married and stayed together for so long. It's crazy. Anyway, this girl, I told her recently that I don't feel like I want to ever contact her ever anymore. I just like cut the cord or whatever, because I feel like I felt like she was just like I was just an option for her world or whatever. And I know that she's told me that her parents and her friends and all her close friends said that I was the most amazing person that she's dated. And I mean, like, that's not to toot my own horn or anything like that, but that's just what they said to her. And she was telling me this, and she was saying that it was frustrating because because she doesn't I don't know if she didn't feel that way or what it was, but it's almost like, you know how everyone tells you to do one thing and you just feel like you don't want to do it, no matter how crazy it is. And she was that type of person. Like, if someone told her that there was an easy way to do something, she would go a different way just to be different. And she felt like that was her personality or something. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons. That's probably just not even a real reason. But I just felt bad. And I had a dream like the night before that. It was a really weird dream. But the dream was I was in a house where there was these homeless people, and it smelled really bad. Like, it smelled like dead animals in there. And there was 2 homeless people, and one of them was a lady, and one of them was a really old man, really old lady, and they were petting this dog, and the dog was dead. And the dog, it's like they painted, the dog had a human face, and it's like they painted a smile on the dog, and they were petting it, and it was really weird. And it was like I was a part of them. It was like I was sitting there and petting the dog, I mean, with them. And it was like I was like in the dream. Like I was, if it was exactly like how it seemed, like how it sounds, but it was really weird and it was really creepy. And then, but I didn't know that. It's like it didn't click in my mind that that's what I was doing. And then, I looked around, like after doing that for a while, I started looking around the area or whatever, the surrounding area, and I saw that it was like, I saw the around the homeless people and me. We were inside of a really old, broken down house, and there was a whole bunch of other animals around, like a whole bunch of other dead dogs and then puppies. But they were just like normal dogs. They didn't have the human face. And when I woke up, like I got up, like in the dream, I got up once I realized that, and I just walked out, and it was really weird. Like in my mind, I was just like, why was I doing that? I can't believe it. Was almost like I woke up because I started looking at my surroundings and what I was doing I was like, what am I doing with myself? It was one of those moments where it was like, why am I doing this? This is crazy. And then I woke up and I started thinking about it, and it makes a lot of sense. Because the two old people would be me and the girl, right? The dead dog would stand for man's best friend, like loyalty. Loyalty, because the dog stands for loyalty. And me and her were petting the person, the me in the dream, who was sitting next to the old people, where the me was the observer, the person outside of the person observing the dream. It was pretty much my instincts. And the dead dog was the fantasy that we created in our minds about what we believed was good. And I don't have any more wood yet, so I gotta go chop down a tree or something. And it was like I was figuring out, and my mind it was almost like my subconscious was telling me that I was just playing along on this loyalty that wasn't even alive. Like we weren't even really we weren't really actually loyal or in love. There was nothing alive about our relationship, but we held on to it like there was, but there was nothing special about it. But there was some sort of weird sentimental fake value to it that we put, that felt like the loyalty of a dog. And for some reason, we both believed in that. And to me, that's what the dream meant. I might be crazy. Well, I'm definitely crazy. But that's just how it felt, and that's what I interpreted the dream as, because to me it felt like that was like my mind telling me, or actually it was more along the lines of my subconscious telling my consciousness, like in a very abstract way, with the two homeless people and the dead animals around, or the dead dogs, that I'm waking up, that I'm breaking the illusion, that I'm finally looking around at the actual situation and noticing that it's really crazy, and it's all a facade. It's all an illusion. That what I was doing was literally all an illusion. That the what I felt for this girl was just an illusion, and that the girl was an illusion too. She's just somebody I projected, not the actual person. Like this girl was not really who I thought she was. And she projected me as somebody, and she never even really knew who I was. Because she saw me the way she wanted to see me. She didn't see me for who I am. And the girl that I will find in the future, maybe, if that comes to be, if I find the right girl, then there won't be a need for that. There won't be a need to establish a pet like that, like a dog or whatever, like loyalty. We'll just coexist together. We'll just complement each other. There'll be nothing there. There'll just be me and it, and we won't be old. We'll be like children, pretty much. We won't be old people, old delusional homeless people sitting around petting dead animals. It'd be really weird. We'll have like an awesome place. And I also had another dream where she was sitting like I had a really amazing house. And I laugh because that it's just it's a really egotistical thing to dream about, I guess. But I had a really amazing house, and there was like this circular little couch. I don't know what they're called, but they're like the couches without the backs and without the arms. But it's just I forget what they're called, but they're like a little piece of furniture that are round and you can sit on them. But I was sitting on one of those, or actually she was sitting on one of those, and I walked in the door and I started to walk around that little furniture, and I was wondering, like, I was trying to see her face, but the more I ran around that little piece of furniture, the more like I only could see her hair. Like I couldn't see her face from all angles, and I started running even more. Like it got frustrating because I wanted to see her face, and I was running around, and all I saw was the back of her head. Never saw her face. And then finally I woke up after I got really tired or whatever, and it did feel that way. It felt like I was fighting to get this girl's attention. And I'm pretty sure, no, in fact, I know that she was dating other people, and I was just like doing my own thing. I was working really hard and doing what I normally do, and it was, I don't really like date a lot. I do date occasionally, but for me, it's more about I'm more focused on work. I try to, I'm not hiding from the world. It's just I feel like I'm in a prison and I need to work my way out of it. And that's also another reason why I try to avoid video games, because I feel like this is part of the way that not the universe, but the way that society keeps you brain dead almost. It keeps you in the dream. It keeps you thinking that you're free because they give you this like outdated technology to play around with, and they don't give you things, I guess. But you're not really in prison though, because you can work your way out of it. You're the one that puts yourself in prison. I'm the one who puts myself in prison. So I'm just working my way out. So that's my mentality at this moment. In the future, it might change. I might start thinking like, man, I really need to take breaks. I really need to go do this. I need to do that. And it's not going to be out of fear that, man, I've wasted so much time, because I don't feel like I've wasted time. I feel like I've learned a lot in my life so far, and I have not wasted time at all. Everything I've seen, that I noticed that everything happens for a reason, even stuff that is bad. All the bad stuff makes all the good stuff better, taste better, feel better, smell better. It makes everything better. This situation with the girl is going to make it's almost like it's clearing away all of the bad all of the bad things that would happen in the future if I didn't go through them with this girl. It's almost like I dumped all of my bad habits out on her, and which is kind of crazy, but it's almost like I dumped all the bad things that would happen in the future on her, and it's just making room for all of the good things, because I'll have experience and I won't make the same mistakes, hopefully. But anyway, that is part of the reason why I haven't made a lot of Minecraft videos. Pretty lengthy explanation, but I feel like that was kind of what I wanted to talk about anyway. It's so funny, because the girl, when I told her that the way I told her that I didn't want to talk to her anymore, and that I couldn't, was I said that in the play that we're a part of right now, I don't feel like I want to interact, or I forget how exactly I phrased it, but I phrased it in a way where I said like this life is a play and our scenes are over. I think that's what I said. This life is a play and our scenes are over. And then she said, for how long? And I said, until the play is over. And she was like, until you die? I was like, nobody ever really dies. But if that makes you identify with what I've said, then yeah. And that you can take that just however you want it described. Is either way, it's like the same message. So that's kind of how that's how I broke it to her. And it wasn't really breaking it to her, it was breaking it to myself, because once I said it, I felt a lot of weight lift off my shoulder, like and off my back. It felt really good. It felt really good to tell her that. And it was because exactly like the dream, it's like I looked around and I saw the situation for what it was in a really objective sort of way, like a computer, and I was able to like smell the rotting corpses, and I was able to see the dead dogs for what they were, and that they weren't really alive still anymore, and that her loyalty was never there to begin with, that she never really had loyalty. and that she wasn't happy. It was all a facade. So my book is going along really well, and I'm not sure if how I'm going to release it. If I do, I don't know if I want to release it to you guys or if I just want to release it to anonymously. I think anonymously is probably better. So if it comes your way in the future, then it was meant to come your way. And so go out there and read more books, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to read my book. It'll come to you when you are ready for it. If you ever need it. So, but then again, I might change my mind tomorrow. Who knows? I might release it as an as a GFXLab title. I don't know. It's kind of weird putting GFXLab. I'd rather just put my name on there, but I don't want to release my name to I don't want it to be associated with GFXLab because of my work. Anyway, I hope you guys have an epic day or an epic night. I appreciate you guys for checking out my videos as always. And if you guys watched this far, put crescent moon in the comments. And I appreciate everything. Hope you guys have an epic night. Let me know what you guys think about what I said and what you guys think that my dream was about, if you have different ideas. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.